Alright, so in this video we are going to talk about Instagram's limits for following, unfollowing, likes, comments, direct messages, and everything else. Now before we get into that, if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, you want to do that right now. Go ahead and click the subscribe button and then click that little bell to turn on notifications so you get notified every time we come out with an awesome video just like this here on YouTube. And for those of you who want to learn our full Instagram marketing strategy, go ahead and click the link at the top of the description in this video, and you can register for one of our upcoming trainings. These typically go 60 to 90 minutes depending on whatever questions you have. So go ahead and click the link at the top of the description to get registered for that. Now, Instagram's limits. Some things to keep in mind here is that number one, these are not hard and fast rules, okay? Really nobody outside of Instagram itself knows what Instagram's real limits are, okay, or how they're calculated, because it's different depending on how many followers you have, how old your account is, what your engagement level is, what your previous level of activity is. It's all calculated differently for different accounts. So the limits that I'm going to suggest in this video are from our own personal experience and also from the experience of others. In other words, this is just stuff that we figured out through trial and error, okay? But for the most part, these are going to be as accurate as anything else that you're going to find out there. So let's first talk about following and unfollowing. Instagram considers follow and unfollow actions to be pretty much the same type of thing, right? So whether you are following or unfollowing people, those actions all count against the same count, okay? If you know what I'm saying here. So between following and unfollowing, the daily limit is about 1,000 follows and unfollows per day max. Okay, that is the absolute maximum that you're probably going to be able to do. Sometimes it can go a little more or less depending on your account, but that is the absolute maximum. So between following and unfollowing, this means that you could do 1,000 follows per day and 0 unfollows. This means that you could do 500 follows and 500 unfollows. You know, however you want to mix this up between following and unfollowing. If the number of follows and unfollows combined add up to 1,000, that is going to be pretty much your daily limit. Okay, see how that works? That being said, there is also kind of a speed limit as to how fast you can go with this. You can't follow 1,000 people all within a few minutes and call it a day. Okay, you are also rate limited to about 60 per hour. Okay, 60 follows and or unfollows per hour, and that will keep your account safe. That'll keep you from getting locked out or temporarily suspended. Sometimes you can do more. We've sometimes in the past been able to do up to 120, sometimes more within an hour, and you know, it's been okay. But for the most part, as long as we stay within this range of 60 per hour, our accounts have been safe. Here's the key, is that you want to start slow. Okay, you want to start slow and then gradually increase your level of activity week by week. Because what you don't want to do, okay, the number one thing you don't want to do here is start a brand new account, have nothing posted on it, have very minimal information in the bio and everything. That is the number one indicator to Instagram that you are just spamming their platform. And they do not like that. You will get shut down pretty quick. Okay, so start slow. Make sure that you're posting regularly and that you have high quality posts. Make sure that you're keeping your engagement level high and gradually increase your level of activity week by week. Okay, not just with follows and unfollows, but also with your likes, with your comments, with everything else that you're doing. So for example, you might want to start with 100 to 150 follows and or unfollows per day your first week on Instagram. Okay, and then each week, as long as your account is good, you haven't been locked out and you're doing good, then increase that by 25 follows and or unfollows, okay, per day each week, until you reach your maximum of 700 to 1,000 per day, okay, max. So week one will look like this, okay, you do 100 follows per day. Week two, everything's going good, you can up that to 125 follows and unfollows per day. Week three, you know, again, if everything's going well, go ahead and increase that to 150 per day. Okay, and you just keep on gradually increasing that week after week. Now, if your account gets pinged, if you start getting locked out on a regular basis, you probably want to back off a little bit. And then once you get to a place where Instagram is happy with your level of activity and you're not getting locked out of your account, then go ahead and increase that again the next week, okay? Likes. So a lot of people are finding is that you can do about 1.5 times the number of follows you do per day. Okay, that's the number of likes that you can do. So if you're following 100 people per day, then you can probably do about 150 likes per day. Okay, so you just take whatever number of follows you're doing and just multiply that by 1.5. Okay, that's maximum. Now what we've seen on our account is that, even though we've got thousands and thousands of followers, we typically want to stay within about 800 to 1,000 per day. Even though we could probably do 1,500 likes per day, since we can do 1,000 follows per day if we wanted, in order to keep our account safe, in order to, really not get locked out, if we stick within a range of 800 to 1,000 likes per day, that's a good range for us. Okay, like I said, these are not hard and fast rules. The absolute upper limit is typically going to be about 1,500. But depending on your account, your previous level of activity that Instagram has seen you do, this is all going to be different for different people. Comments. Okay, about 250 per day is going to be your maximum. Again, for us and from what we've experienced with our account, we can do about 180 to 200 comments per day. And, that's about the upper edge of what we can expect without getting locked out of our account. Direct messages, about 50 to 80 new conversations per day is our safe zone. As far as like how many can you do total, I've seen people say up to 100 to 150. Like I said, 50 to 80 new conversations per day is our safe zone. So knowing these limits, what is going to be the best way to grow your following on Instagram? Here's the thing. Okay, here's the number one thing that you have to keep in mind. If you did a search for this video and you're watching this right now, it's probably you're looking for this information because you want to do the follow and unfollow. You want to be able to gain followers through liking other posts and commenting on posts and things like that. Here is the number one thing you have to keep in mind, is that people are on social media for 3 reasons and 3 reasons only. Okay, number 1 is to connect. Number 2 is to share. And number 3 is to consume content and be entertained. And if you can do those 3 things, you will be able to manage a very successful social media account wherever you are. Okay, so follow for follow. Yeah, there's a lot of people that poo-poo that. They don't like it. But guess what? Social media is for connecting with people. Okay, so if you follow people, they want to follow you back. Guess what? That's a connection. People are also there to share. Okay, so when the people that you are connecting with are sharing content, you also want to like that stuff, because that shows the platform, that shows the other person that you are actually making a genuine connection, that you are seeing what they're posting and that you're engaging with them. And also people are there to consume content and be entertained. And this is where on your part, you need to post valuable stuff. You need to post high quality content on your account. You can't just expect to do the follow for follow thing and grow a large social media following on Instagram and suddenly be a great influencer or get a bunch of sales and signups in your business. Okay, it just doesn't work that way. So number 1, before you ever even do a single follow, make sure you've got a few posts, okay, on your account. If you're starting brand new with an Instagram account, make sure that you've got a few posts on there. Make sure you've got your bio filled out and it's something thoughtful. It's something that's descriptive. Make sure that you have a profile picture. If you've got a link, make sure that that link isn't going somewhere spammy. And make sure that you've got at least 3 to 5 valuable posts that you've posted to your account. Make sure that they are relevant to your niche. Make sure that it's valuable content. It's not just stuff that you threw on there just to have something. And here's the number 1 thing. Make sure that it's shareable stuff. Okay, make sure that it's stuff that people would actually want to share with others. And then you want to post on Instagram on a regular basis. Okay, at the very least once a week. If you're running a business on Instagram, you want to post something on there at least once a week. The top brands, the top influencers are typically posting, maybe once a day, 5 times a week, something like that. But make sure that you're posting content on a regular basis. And this should really be the focus of what you're doing on Instagram. You cannot ignore this. When you're doing your following, okay, make sure that you're not just following random people. Okay, you want to find people who are interested in whatever it is that you're marketing. So quick little tip here. What you want to do is find other accounts who already have the followers that you would like to have yourself. Okay, that's one way to do this. Find other accounts who have the followers that you would like to have yourself. People who are using hashtags that are relevant to your niche. Okay, you want to grow a targeted following. People who are going to be the most likely to be interested in what it is that you're marketing and most likely to engage with your content. Okay, that is very important. When you follow somebody, go into their account and like 2 or 3 of their posts. Okay, remember, people are on there to connect, to share, and to consume content. So when they share content, you want to make sure that you are engaging with that. So when you follow somebody, like 2 or 3 of their posts, and then also make a thoughtful comment on one of those. Again, people are there to share content. And when someone shares a piece of content and you engage with it, well, guess what? That person is going to be much more likely to want to connect with you once you've showed them that you are willing to engage with their content, that you appreciate what they have shared. And not only will they be more likely to follow you, but they will also be more likely to engage with your content as well. Okay, when people do this follow for follow method, I mean, it works. It really works. But when people do it and it doesn't work, it's because they're not doing this other stuff. Okay, they expect to be able to do the follow for follow thing and magically have a successful business and high engagement and everything else, and it just doesn't work that way. If you're going to be on social media, you have to be social. You have to create content. Okay, you have to create posts that are shareable, that are relevant, that are valuable. You need to connect with other people who have similar interests, people who are most likely to be interested in what it is that you're marketing, and then you need to engage with them as well. And here's the other thing. When you do make a comment on somebody's post, make it more than just 2 or 3 words, okay? Don't just post something like, oh, great, or love this, or nice pic, right? Those are considered spam comments. When someone creates a post, let's say they post a picture of their dog, okay? And it's a post that you like and you're making a comment on, don't just say cute or love this pic. So make sure that you're leaving a comment that is thoughtful, that is specific to that post or to that picture. And when you do that, you'll find that you'll get a much better reaction from the people that you are engaging with. So I hope you got some great information out of this video. If you did, be sure to subscribe and also check out the links in the description below. If you want to learn our full Instagram marketing strategy, click the link at the top of the description and it'll let you register for one of our upcoming webinars. Once again, this is Todd Getz from toddandleahrae.com, and I will catch you next time.